Hello, and welcome to Paul and Lynn's Isle of Man Tour 2015 Part 3. Well, we've arrived. We're in Douglas, Isle of Man. Yippee! And as you can see, it's still wet, but hey. So, the motorbike's in front, the one in front of us, he was a guy that was on a GS BMW, and he was from Vancouver Island, and he was actually only visiting the Isle of Man for one day. He'd been on a massive European tour on his bike that he shipped over from Vancouver. And what a shame that the weather was like it was for his first trip to the Isle of Man. I'm hoping that he actually saw some of the Isle of Man the following day in dry weather. I can't just remember Monday what it was like. So right, so we're on the promenade here at Douglas, and it's 30 years, of course, since Lynn and me rode along this promenade on our bike at the time, Honda 200, and we just come off and right away I know where I went wrong now, where we followed the guy from Canada. I should have gone left where it said all routes, and that would have took us to Castletown Old Road and took us to the now then, what number is it? A5, is it? I think it's the A5 that takes you practically to Castletown. Anyway, I didn't, and ended up going up here, and I'm looking at the sat nav. As you can see, I'm keep looking down. I've not got the Bluetooth on at this stage, so I'm having to go off visual search or visual directions, and so I did take a couple of wrong turns. Coming at the end of this road, Zumo said, turn right in 120 yards, I think it was. And if you see at the end of this particular road, the road sort of, you either go right or left, because obviously it's one way here. And what I should have done was gone left here. Where I'm going right now, I should have gone left, and right down there where that bike's going, and follow it round to the right, and that would have taken us to where you go past the railway station, and eventually onto the Castletown Old Road. But I didn't, so here I am. I'm thinking, well, let's go left here, because Zumo was telling me to go left, because all the while wanting me to go, in this case, straight along, left, and then right, and then left again. So eventually I got back on track, but as it says on screen there, remember, it's been 30 years since we were last here. That's my excuse. And of course, a man never looks at a map. You can't really get lost. We weren't lost. I mean, you cannot get lost, especially in the Isle of Man. You can't get lost anywhere, really. But there we are. I think this is St George's Road, I think, this bit, and then we have to go left here, and right at the bottom, turn right at the bottom here. Now if I take that left fork a few junctions back, it would have brought me down here. As you can see, right in front of us now, the red brick building is the railway station. Now I'm in the middle lane, I'm in the right lane, but what I should have done was go left here, bare left, down there, down towards the harbour. But I didn't. and went through housing estate, and eventually picked up the A5. So I got back on the A5 eventually, but not without a bit of fighting about. And as it's like early evening, we just want to get to our apartment and get everything unpacked. And you've had enough by this stage. You just want to just unpack and relax. Right, so this journey, I've edited some of it for obvious reasons. It's not very good weather, but we pass. Don't forget to look out for the Ferry bridge, and as you pass the bridge, you say either good morning, good afternoon, or in this case, good evening, fairies. The little people, and I must admit I was sad to see when we went the next day, I think it was, to have a proper look at the bridge. The bridge, the side going from Douglas towards Castletown, Port Erin, etc. They've made it into a kind of shrine to people who have sadly died. And I don't know what you think, what your opinion is out there, but myself, I don't like these roadside, sort of shrines to people who have died on the road. When you see loads of flowers and things, is initially yes, I would agree with that, but not for a permanent shrine, because I don't know, it never used to happen. People grieve in different ways, but to show sort of open grieving and sort of thingy for lost loved ones, to me, I think that's a private thing. As I say, it's just my opinion, and there we are. But yeah, what they've done with the Ferry Bridge sign, and all the bridge on the left side on the tree, and I thought when we passed it on this particular day, because the weather was so crap, we couldn't really see properly. Everything was steaming up and God knows what else. And I thought that that they'd put a lot of garden gnomes there, like to mimic the little fairies, the people, But no, on close inspection, it's the tree and the bridge, and there's all these pictures of people and ribbons and words and sort of things. I thought that's not what this is about. The Ferry Bridge to me is just something that's so magical to the Isle of Man. But again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. You'll see a picture with Lynn at the bridge at some point on possibly the next part of this series, so look out for that. And then there's another one of Lynn where we did a 30 years then and now, where we took a picture. I took a picture of Lynn, and we uploaded it to Facebook together with the 1985 picture, so you could see the difference. Did that a few times, so they'll be included, I'm sure, on this series, so look out for them. Right, so let's have a bit of music and enjoy the ride. Sorry about the weather, but you get the gist of it, and you'll see a lot more of these roads in better weather, I promise you, and on episodes to follow. Right, I'll be back later on. Bye for now. Right, so we've arrived. Port Erin, and this is Church Road. Oh, and on the left there, just passing that white gable-ended property, that's where we stayed in 1985. So we're literally at the other end of the block, so to speak, or 30 years apart. That's the apartment's lounge. Very, very comfortable, really comfortable. It's obviously been a B&B at one point, but we've got the whole first floor, the ground floor. That's the bedroom before we wrecked it, as Lynn would put it. It's the kitchen, complete with helmets. Got everything you needed, I mean, just lovely, absolutely lovely. Just self-catering, just get your own food. Again, that's a lounge again, that's one that I took. That's my chair over there, the other side of the table lamp. With a puffy, or poof, whichever way. That's Lynn down the corridor. It's a right long corridor, but, it's not. The bathroom's on the left, the toilet's on the right, just before the kitchen. Lovely. Well, thanks for watching, and please watch part 4 and let me know what you think, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now.